all wait for the opportunity to enjoy that anything that Andrew does, because we know all of his supplements, I mean, 100% pure, natural, and the best of the best. Well, Andrew has outdone himself today. We already have over 16,000 spoken for, and we're going to start off talking about the marine collagen and the free-range collagen, but then stay with us because we have like another special, amazing, first time ever today special. But when we talk about the marine collagen today, let me just share with you what's happening. First of all, we have not seen this in months. There was a supply issue. Andrew had a difficult time getting the product. It is back today, but guess what? It is back at the lowest value in years. It is the best value that you have seen on the marine collagen or the free range. And as you are glancing right quickly here at the charts, the first thing I want to point out to everyone, number one, the sizes, the 30, the 90, the 180, and then you see the 360. So the 360, this is it. This is the only time to purchase the 360. Matter of fact, I mean, if you're thinking about buying this at all at these prices, this is the best price of the entire year. But something else that you need to see over here. You see with MSM, we'll talk more about that. But by having the MSM, that's like almost another additional $70 value. As you visually peruse down to the bottom, I have to tell you, that 360, almost a $300 savings today at only $139.90. Value incredible, and most importantly, you know, 30% of our body, right, made up of collagen. So if you are someone who's concerned about the quality of your skin, right, you'd love to have more glow, less lines, wrinkles, the hair, your nails, and now your joints, you have come to the right place. And let me bring in, of course, the man of the hour, Andrew Lessman. Andrew, who's joining us, I know, via phone. Andrew, it is always such a pleasure to be with you. And thank you for this great Today Special.
Well, it's, you know, and it's not just, you're welcome, Bobby. It's not just good pricing and special pricing for the year. We've been doing marine collagen peptides for over 20 years, long before other companies even considered it. But what we've really done here is the lowest price ever. And it's a bit of a surprise. What you're alluding to, the supply issues, were about 5 to 7 years ago. And in fact, we were out of stock on marine collagen for quite some time. And unfortunately, the price has gone crazy. That's when we introduced our free range, our more affordable option. And the marine and the free range, they're both incredible products. They both come from the same Japanese company that is known for being the finest and most experienced maker of collagen peptides. So what you're looking at here is a product we've had for over 20 years and is less expensive than the Today's Special from over 20 years ago. So and normally marine collagen peptides in quality material is going to be at least twice the price of free range. And that's why this is such a unique Today's Special. We have the larger size that we only do once a year, the 360. But in the 360, in fact, in all the sizes, the marine collagen is just a bit more expensive than the free range. Not double or more, but just a little bit more. So it's exciting. It's entirely due to the wonderful cooperation we have from our supplier in Japan. And again, I go wherever in the world is required that I go to find the finest raw material of its kind. And collagen peptides really are a bit of science and a bit of art. And the finest makers of collagen peptides, they're the most experienced. They've been doing it for, I think, basically 100 years or so. You're going to find in Japan, and that's exactly what you're looking at here, the byproduct of all of that experience. That's why it's super soluble. That is why it has neutral taste. And that is why it has the reviews it has, because it works. Most collagen peptides are going to be nasty to use, and they're not going to be absorbable. They're not going to be delivering the benefits to your tissues. They have to be specially assembled to deliver their benefits. And that's why we don't just go with some ordinary collagen material that comes from who knows where. We go to the finest, most experienced, most technically advanced, sophisticated sources of collagen peptides, and that's what you're looking at here.
And that's the difference, Andrew. That's what you do for us that no one else does. And by the way, I also have to remind everyone, you know, particularly when you look at that 360, we are shipping these to you for free. If you were thinking about delivery direct, this is a good time to do so. You know why? We today now have our extended return policy. So you basically have 4.5 months. We extend that return policy to the end of January. So if there's someone in your life that you would love to send this to, we encourage you to do that. But when you come back over, and I wanted to ask you, Andrew, because I believe when we did the 360 before, or 20 years ago, that price was more money, wasn't it, than what it is today at $139.90?
That's what I was just saying, that it was more expensive 20 plus years ago than it is today. And that's that the price has never been on the marine collagen peptides as good as it is today. In fact, in free range, it equals the best price ever in free range. So it's an opportunity to save whichever one that you choose. And also, you alluded to previously, MethylSulfonylMethane, MSM, because of the role that sulfur plays in collagen peptide synthesis, we make sure we deliver additional sulfur, the MSM. That product alone, a 360 capsule supply, HSN prices, I believe, around $70. So if you just look at the bonus ingredient that you now get, that's a standard edition now with these two products, that on its own would be about a $70 value. So when you're looking at the free range, which MSM is something that we all benefit from, you're only spending $30 more than just the MSM price. On the marine, you're only spending $70 more to get 360 servings. And mind you, I always have to mention this, and I'm sorry if it's redundant or repetitive, that our serving size is 5 grams. Many collagen peptide products on the market are 1/4 gram, 1/2 gram, 1 gram. So if you look at a 1 gram serving, there's 1,800 1-gram servings in that large size. 1,800. So just understand, you could do a 1/2 scoop and do 2.5 gram servings, and you're looking at over 700 servings. So it's incredibly affordable. When you start looking at a more typical serving size, it becomes pennies a serving, and even at 5 grams. And 5 grams, the reason why we chose 5 grams is that's where all of the research becomes available to you. There's a lot of great research with levels of 1 gram or less, but when you really look at the wide body, the wide variety of research, whether it's benefits to the skin and wrinkling or benefits to our joints and the elasticity of other tissues, and something else you touched on, Bobby, that when we look at the protein in our body, and we know protein is a predominant component in our body, our muscle tissue, the structure of our body is on a matrix of protein, and that principal matrix of protein is collagen. And as collagen ages, the disorganization of collagen, as our body kind of loses sight of that original blueprint, that disorganization of collagen, we know that as the wrinkling of our skin. We know that as the experience of the changes in the flexibility, elasticity, and comfort of our joints. We also don't know it maybe firsthand, but it's happening in terms of the elasticity of our arteries and veins. So when we look at the principal sources of aging, whether you'd speak to a cardiologist or an orthopedist, or you'd speak to a dermatologist, all of these doctors, their own little specialties, they'll tell you that the elasticity of our skin or the elasticity of our arteries and veins or the elasticity of our ligaments and tendons are a determinative factor in aging. And the one thing they all have in common, you target all of them with this product because they are all based in that collagen structure. And as that collagen structure ages and becomes less well organized, there are consequences. And even, it's funny, I'll talk about at noon, I'll talk about the science, even cellulite. When you look at the origins of cellulite and what it is on a structural basis, the better organized our collagen, the more we're able to hide the fat underneath it, and therefore the appearance of cellulite can be diminished as well. So it's fascinating science, it's basic structure, and this is, again, a third of the protein in our body is collagen, and it is so determinative of how we experience life.
And Andrew, I'm just showing, I mean, this is one of the things that I personally love about it. I drink it every day with coconut water, but it's incredibly soluble, obviously, as you can see. I mean, just, that was like a whole scoop that I put in there.
I just while we were starting this call, I don't know if anybody heard in the background, because I do mine first thing in the morning,
yep,
and it's first thing in the morning here on the West Coast.
Yep.
I mixed mine up and I drank it while we were on the call. So I just put it in water. You could put it in water, you could put it in coffee, you could put it in milk.
Yeah.
You could put it in, you're getting, with any of the Today Specials, you're getting a free sample of my vitamin C drink.
Right.
I've been working on this vitamin C drink for almost 40 years. And at one time I was going to buy that company that makes the big vitamin C drinks. But I didn't like the fact that they had so many calories and so much sugar. So for decades, I've been trying to figure out how to do this with 0 calories, 0 sugar, all benefits. So the first version of it you're going to get, and it's not just a vitamin C drink, it's the equivalent of a capsule of our cranberry as well. So you're getting sort of a free cranberry in there, but that's everyone on whatever you get, whether it's the memory and brain or whether you get the marine collagen or the free-range collagen, you're going to get a little packet of that's going to contain 3 servings of our new vitamin C drink, which I think we'll get a graphic up there. We don't have much of it, so if you order it now, we haven't had the chance to really stock up yet.
Right.
But it's amazing. You'll be blown away.
Yeah,
0
I just
calories,
tried
0
it.
sugar, 0 carbs.
So good. And I just tried it like right before I came out here, and you are absolutely right,
and you can
Andrew.
mix your collagen with that.
Well, I was going to say, I was going to ask you that question. That's a perfect way to mix it, isn't it?
In fact, it's no accident that we're sampling them together, because vitamin C is a critical nutrient in collagen synthesis. And so for a lot of folks, love to add and take vitamin C when they take their collagen, because that aids your body in producing its own collagen and performing the synthesis. So it's a perfect common sense product if you look at the science of collagen synthesis in your product, that you could sample them together.
So I have to tell you, first of all, thank you. Needless to say, we are way ahead of where we thought we would be. We are close to 17,000 gone. And the 360 is actually, I think, responsible for something like 80 to 90% of those sales. This is the only time to get it, and the best price you have absolutely ever seen. And one of the things that I personally love about it, and I remember sharing this and presenting this with you, Andrew, during Incredible Factory many years ago. And the thing that what meant the most to me is, when you're a girl, and let's face it, we're, the vanity part, we're concerned about our hair and our skin and our nails, and we think, all right, I've just bought this product, this cream that has collagen. The bottom line is, nothing topically is going to give you what you need to be effective in making a difference, correct, in the collagen in your body.
No, I wish, and I've said this before, I wish slathering collagen on the outside of our body or biotin on the outside of our body could deliver magical benefits. But we have to remember, what is the principal role that the skin on the outside of our body plays? It's a barrier. It keeps bad things out, but it allows things like our skin basically to breathe. It tries to hold on to as much moisture as it can, despite it losing it.
Right.
So it's really our skin. It plays the tug of war with the outside environment. The last thing our skin's going to allow to happen are large, essentially unabsorbable molecules like collagen to get in. In fact, that's one of the most unique attributes of our collagen peptides, is the work that our partners in Japan do to make those otherwise insoluble molecules make them soluble. So they can be dissolved in water, so they can be absorbed, whatever fluid you decide, coffee, tea, and it can be absorbed from your digestive tract and benefit you. And that's what the science has shown, that when they label these chemically, these molecules, they can show that those molecules get incorporated into your skin, into your joints, and deliver their benefits. And that, again, our reviews are there in all their glory.
Yes.
Good reviews, bad reviews, everything is there. And this is a product that, like virtually every one of my products, they're all customer picks, but this is a product that is 90% plus positive reviews. The only negative reviews were back in the old days when it didn't taste that good.
Right.
But we have worked so hard over the last 20 years to make this more soluble, to make it taste neutral, so you get all the benefits. And frankly, if it tasted terrible, its benefits justify it. But it tastes great, and if you add a little of the vitamin C drink to it, it tastes unbelievable because it's taste neutral. It doesn't have any flavor at all.
Perfect, perfect marriage. So speaking of reviews, do you mind if I read a couple, Andrew? I know we have just a couple of minutes.
Please,
so
please.
This is a great one to start with. This product is fabulous. I first ordered Andrew Lessman's Marine Collagen Peptides with MSM about a year ago, and have been taking it every day since then. I can truly say that this is absolutely miraculous. My skin has become so soft and beautiful. All lines and wrinkles and crepiness have diminished. I mixed 2 scoops in an 8-ounce glass of water. It dissolves completely. There is no taste at all. Thank you, Andrew, for this truly amazing product. I will never stop taking it.
And there's more than 1,000 reviews like that. And what's interesting is it would seem as though those reviews are kind of over the top when you read them, but they're essentially to be expected, because this is such a critical component in our body of virtually all of the elastic, flexible tissues in our body, which are kind of defining of youth or defining of age. And unfortunately, as we get older, our ability to muster the resources to manufacture these tissues, we struggle with it. There's virtually nothing in our body that works as well as it did when we're younger.
Yeah, exactly. We see that every day now, right?
So, unfortunately, it's just a fact of life and living, and we all need to be grateful for being here, and that's a wonderful, wonderful gift. But as long as we're still here, there's small, intelligent things we can do that makes it easier for our body to manage that aging process. And, and every process in life, to the degree we inform ourselves, educate ourselves, and adopt intelligent tools, that's our ability to experience that process better. And aging is one of those processes, and when it comes to collagen peptides, it's not like you target only one little thing with them. Collagen peptides and the MSM we deliver as well, that enables you to target the elasticity of your skin, reducing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It also allows you to target your joints. And for me, it's funny, Muriel and I, she's all about the beauty benefits of this. Me, I'm all about the joint benefits. When we do my show in an hour or so, the minute I'm done with that show, I'm going to be doing a 6 or 7 mile hike in the mountains.
Oh my gosh.
I do something like that every single day. And I know that the only way I'm going to get to do that and continue to do that as I age is if I take care of my body and give it the tools it needs to repair and to manage tissues like collagen, which are the predominant, the major protein in our body.
And one day to do it at the best prices absolutely ever. Again, glancing 30, 90, 180 to 360, screaming, and the only time to get that 360. Remember, free shipping and handling on everything, plus you have that ability to have flex pay on them as well. And then we add the awesome added benefit of having the extended return policy to the end of January. But Andrew, I am particularly